Let's talk for 30. Where you at on your journey? Tell me what you learning. What's your line of business? How you make your earnings? Do you give back to your city or educate the ones that listen? Time to show them how to get it. Give the people what they missing. Let's talk for 30. Let's talk for 30. Let's talk for 30. Let's talk for 30. What's your line of business? How you make your earnings? Let's talk for 30. Drina.
Welcome to Talk for 30, a platform for individuals to share their life stories, passions, and journeys with us. Today I have two special guests sitting here with me. Please share your name and a little bit about yourself.
My name is Actual, also part of Qmp, so I'm Qmp Actual, and part of Rap Q.
My name is Mo, formerly known as It's Mo, hailing from Lithonia, Georgia.
Share your roles with the real estate market right now.
Right now I have a property here in Augusta. It's a triplex right in the Old Town district, so in the historical district. I am going on deployment, so I will be trying to sell it pretty soon. It wasn't a part of the plan, but things happen. So now I'm just adjusting and getting ready to sell, and that's something I've never done. So I am, taking it day by day, learning as I go, and we'll see where I can take it. Okay.
And if someone was interested, where can they contact you in reference to this property?
By phone. I prefer a phone call, not a text, because I get a lot of text messages. Call me anytime.
The two of you are friends. Share a little bit of history about your friendship. How long have you been friends? Where did you meet?
2016.
Okay.
We got stationed together. He fresh out of basic. I've been in the Army for about a year now, and he came and got a part of my team, and history. That was history.
After that was history.
Yeah.
You've been friends ever since.
Ever since.
It's hard to find a good friend these
Yeah,
days.
it really is.
One that you can trust.
Right.
One that you can trust.
Right, it is. It's hard. Trust is very important, and that is so hard to find.
Yeah.
So you both are military, active in military.
Yes, ma'am.
So Army. Okay. And I heard you say deployment. Is that coming soon?
Yes, in the beginning of next year, me and him will be heading overseas.
Okay. And how do you prepare for something like that?
First of all, gotta make sure the Xbox ready. Just got a new controller today. You make sure it lasts the whole year. And a new Call of Duty coming out, so I'm probably get that and I'll be good to go.
It's a lot of spare time. I've been overseas a while, so there's a lot of that comes with it. Like, you don't want to go over there. You're already worried about other things. You don't want to stress about what's going on back here. So you want to make sure your bills is taken care of, like automatic pay if you like that. Family's good to go. So those are things that you need to worry about before you go, so you won't have to worry about it while you're over there. So
There's a lot of preparation has to be done. What about family? How do you prepare family for you leaving for a while?
Well, luckily my wife is in the Army, so she knows what's going on. She understands what's going on, and it alleviates a lot of the worries and stuff because she's been overseas herself. So she knows while I'm there what I'm going to be doing, and we both mentally strong. So we understand, hey, when I go here, I'm just not going to be going about food every day. I'm going to be either working towards a degree, working towards a certification, or something of that nature, just to stay focused and pass the time.
Okay. What about you?
With me, I have a son. I only get him like 6 months out of the year, so it's kind of easier for me. He's going to be gone. I've just had him. My 6 months was just over with, so I just dropped him off. But yeah, just make sure that he's taken care of. Anything that his mom needs, I try to fix that before I leave, because you never know the time difference and all that stuff. So I try to fix that before I actually go over there and actually get over there and get settled. So.
Okay. And how old is your son?
He's 2.
2?
He's 2.
Oh, he's at that adventurous age.
Yeah.
Keep you busy, right?
Yes,
Did
very
you guys
busy.
have fun your 6 months visit?
I did. We took a lot of adventures together, a lot of trips. So.
Good. What about you? How many children do you have?
I have 3 kids. One is 5'4" and about to be 1 year next month.
So you're busy too.
Yeah.
You got one just started school too.
Yes.
How's that man?
He likes it. He's been in sports before starting school, so it's not a new experience being around kids. And with him being already in daycare, he's already exposed to other kids. So this just makes that transition a lot smoother when your kid's been exposed to other kids and the different personalities and not just you as a figure of authority, but a teacher, listening to a teacher, which is something I worry about, because I know as a kid I might not have been the most, So I'm glad he was able to do that before he just hopped into school.
Okay. Yeah. And what about your son? He goes to daycare?
He does go to daycare. I usually don't have no problems with him and his teacher, but some days 2-year-old. So I mean that's all I gotta say.
Try to be.
That's all I gotta say. Yeah.
Great. What do you enjoy the most doing with your children?
Me? Quality time. Like when I come home from work and I pick him up from daycare, just us just chilling there, just watching TV, watching Bluey, watching those kid shows that they like to watch, 2-year-old. That's probably the best time that I have with him.
Okay. What about you?
Honestly, we'd get in the kitchen, start to halfway cook something, and put on the speaker and just listen to music and just dance crazy, get tired, sweaty, go ahead, and that'll get him tired. Go straight to the bath, eat, and go straight to bed.
You gotta work it out. Work it out. I'm sure it doesn't work that way every time. You got to play. Yes. All right, so let's get back to the Army. Share your experience thus far being in the Army.
Oh yeah, we've been all over Europe. I've been to Colorado, I've been to South Korea, I was stationed down in Georgia. I just left Kuwait, I was in Jordan, Qatar. What other place was I at? Oh, and now I'm in Kentucky. And now going back to Kuwait, and then next year I'll be back in Europe. So a lot of traveling experience that I took advantage of it. Me, I like to travel. I don't like to stay stationary in one spot. Like 2 years is enough for me. Where can I go? Can you put me on order somewhere? I'm trying to get up out of here. So yeah, I'm ready to go.
Now is your son in Georgia?
Yeah, he's in Georgia. He's in Georgia right now. So yeah.
Okay. What about you?
I first stationed in Colorado, and then we went on a rotation to Germany, came back, and then I've been in Georgia up until now. I'm going to Kuwait. So.
Okay.
But I love the Army. It's not for everybody, but it is for everybody. I think being in the Army, you have to use it as a stepping stone to where you want to get in life. If you're not a lifer, and then if you are someone who's going to do the 20 years, you got to have your plan before you get in the Army. If you know you're going to do the 20, okay, once I get out the Army, what am I going to do next? What is my goal in life? If I know I'm going to do 7 years and I want to if I want to get in IT, I know that's a long track. I need to get a degree. I need to get certifications. So that's something you got to think about before. So that way, when you do get in the Army, you choose the right job and you choose the right locations and you put yourself in position to get out and live your dream.
Okay. All right. And how has the Army impacted you?
Me? Best decision I've ever made in my life. I'm not gonna lie. Best decision I ever made. If I can go back 7 years and do it all over again, I wouldn't change anything. It made me to who I am today. It gave me plenty of opportunities, not just for myself, but now for my son that I'm raising up. So I wouldn't change it. I love it. I love what I do.
Army impacted me positively. At first, I knew I had a goal. I knew I wanted to join the Army. I didn't know what I wanted to do. I just knew I wanted to help people. And initially, I felt like I wasn't on the right track because I didn't have no one that was already in the Army that could say, hey, you need to do this, or when you sign your first contract, make sure you got this in it, or make sure you got that in it. So I had to take 3 years to, say, hey, this is my goal when I get out. This is what I want to be doing. So let me tailor my career towards that. And sometimes with other individuals, they don't have that in mind, and they try to, blame, oh, the Army is the worst place in the world. It's because they don't have that foresight on what they want to do. And if you know where you want to go, hey, I can call, say, hey, I want to go here next. Versus just waiting up until, hey, it's time for you to go somewhere. We're going to automatically put you here. So, and then you just mess up. But it's been a real positive experience for me. I've tried to get other people to join, but like I said, it's for everybody, but then it's not for everybody at the same time.
Is there a particular person that inspired you for the military?
To join? No, not really. Not for me. Got out of high school, I went to college for a while. College wasn't for me at that time. So, yeah.
Okay.
Army it was.
All right, what about you?
No, there was no one that I saw in the military and said, man, I should try that. It wasn't nothing like that. I knew from what other people have told me about the Army, I knew about the retirement, and that's kind of like what made me interested in it. And then I knew I wanted to help people, and not just people in my hometown. I wanted to go make a change in the world. So that kind of inspired me, I guess. But no one specific,
Well, we definitely appreciate everything that you do for us. We definitely appreciate it. Now, once you joined, was there anyone to mentor you? Because I heard you mention, having someone tell you, this is what you should do to have this focal point to get you to where you are now. Was there anyone there for you? Or
initially, it was him, actually.
Really?
Yeah.
So he's the mentor.
Yeah, not in a good way.
Yeah.
No, man. He made me go through the hard time.
Oh.
Yeah, he ain't say nothing about that. He ain't say nothing about that.
Please share details.
Well, I got this one thing that I just cannot let go.
Okay.
We in Colorado, and it's like we're in the forest, but there's no trees. I don't know how would you explain that?
It's just like a big field.
Big open field. 2 o'clock in the morning, it's snowing quarters. You got snowflakes the size of quarters falling down. It's about a foot and a half of snow, and I got a Mark 19 on my back. But I also got to carry my M4. And I'm thinking he been in the Army for a year, he gonna help me out a little bit. Nah.
Perseverance. That's the word that I perseverance. He's learned, and now he's a better person for that opportunity. Because I wasn't waking up at 2 o'clock in the morning. My time had passed. I did that. It was his time now. So yeah. But I mean, mentor, I had a few people tell me, you should be hanging out with these people, not these people. These people gonna get you in trouble, or you should be doing this and not that. But like one set person, it was a group of people.
Okay.
Everybody that I worked with, from friends to actual leadership, they all molded me to what you see today. So.
Okay. All right. And for anyone that may be just coming out of high school or in high school right now that may have some interest in the Army, what advice would you provide to them?
Do your research. Don't just go in there with a blind eye and believe anything that the recruiter tell you to, because his job is to put you in the military.
Yes.
Regardless, he don't care what you do. You could be doing anything in the military. He don't care. His job is to get you in there. But you can go in there, and the Army has so many jobs people do not know about.
Yes.
So many jobs people don't know about. They think it's just guns and shooting. So much broader than that. So my advice to people, just do your research. Go in there with a plan for sure, and don't let nobody deter you from that actual plan that you have. That's my advice to you.
A piece of advice I have is something that set me back about a year or two. Is when I was in high school, it was my senior year, and the testing came around. Like, you got your SAT, and the ASVAB was one of the tests, and I didn't take it seriously. So it was just like something that could get me out of class at that point, and I just did it. and I didn't score. I did not score good. I had a low GT score. I was like an 88, I believe. And with that, I had to do something in the military called fast class, which is basically you come in the Army. I came in with the 88, but I had to take a course to get my GT score higher. And your GT score is what the Army utilizes to say, hey, these are the things he's qualified to do at his level. And at an 88, that's
you can't do too much with that.
That's what you need to get in. Is an 88, okay? I think I had 31 on ASVAB. That's like the minimum score.
Yeah.
So I had to go while we was in Europe. I had to take fast class and really lock in, focus on that, and then get my GT score up, which allowed more jobs. Like, so maybe when I first got in, I had a choice of 10 jobs. I went to fast class. Now I got over a 110, which is like your score to. Once you hit 110, anything past 110, you get all the jobs in the Army. So I had to go hit the 110, so that way I can choose what I wanted to do. But since I didn't do that in the beginning, I was set back 2 years. So if you're in high school taking ASVAB and you don't get a good score, you want a better score, wait, lose a month to study so you don't lose 2 years down the line. That's my suggestion.
Good advice.
Yeah.
Good advice. Let's talk about the trucking company.
Yes.
What's the name of the trucking company?
It's Qmp Trucking East LLC.
Okay. And share information about your trucking company.
We do full truckload, and we don't really do less than truckload very often. When we did have the dually, we did a lot of less than truckloads, but that it's a lot of moving parts. A lot of moving parts when you do less than truckloads, and we just didn't have enough people and enough resources to get all those moving parts done. So that's basically the service we provide.
Okay. And how many trucks do you have?
We started out with dually that we just like a regular dually, like you go to a car lot and see, one with the 2 wheels on the back. From there, we got the dually, we got a trailer, and then over time we got another company contracted with us, and then we got another box truck that's in South Carolina, and then we actually from Augusta, there was a guy who was kind enough to let us purchase a truck from here. That didn't end up working out.
You said it didn't?
No. And then we just purchased a Volvo, a red Volvo, and
that's it.
Wow. And what was the time frame for these, from the dually to where we are now?
How long have we been working there?
long time.
It's been about 2.5 years. Yeah.
Okay,
It was
so
right
you've been
before
in
I
business
left.
about that long?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that's a short period of time to accomplish that much. You don't think so?
It's just going through ups and downs, like going through all
The ups and downs. It's the ups and downs.
I got you. What are some of the obstacles that you face in the trucking business?
All of them.
Maintenance.
All of them.
All of them, but maintenance was the biggest one.
Yes.
Expensive.
Maintenance was the biggest one. I mean, it pops up out of nowhere, so you can't really plan for it. He can be somewhere on the side of the road in Alabama, let's say Alabama somewhere, and it's like a 2-hour drive before the next. The tow truck can come out there and actually fix them. So maintenance was definitely the biggest issue.
When you have a situation like that, do you have to provide like sleepover, hotel fees for that person? Because wow,
Yes.
that falls back on you.
Yes.
Yeah, and then the people that were dropping the load off to, they don't care. They don't care about maintenance. They just care about their load. So I mean,
Yeah,
we got to worry about that too. Yeah, but that
contact them, and that's an
Yeah.
issue
Yeah,
because
they
they were
curse you out.
expecting the product at a certain time.
at a certain time now it's gonna be 2 hours behind because they can't come fix this tire
Right.
into the morning or something like that.
That's a
So
lot.
yeah.
And that person, they're not usually like really in the mix. They're just kind of like they're at home, basically. They're not they don't know what goes on behind the scenes. They just know, hey, somebody picked it up. Hey, somebody supposed to drop it off.
Yeah.
That's it.
That's it, and that's all they care about.
They don't care about nothing. Nothing. Traffic, nothing.
So do you deal with those calls, or do you have someone in place to handle that?
So there's 4 of us, and we divide it up.
Okay.
And we just, hey, you do this, I do this, and it works. But it's like I said, it's just hard when you get to have a certain amount of trucks, and we're still active military.
Yeah, we're still.
Right. That's what I was going to ask
Yeah.
you next. How are you going to handle it when you guys are deployed? With your job.
See, and that's an obstacle. That's another obstacle that we got to deal with. But I mean, perseverance.
Yeah.
Perseverance. That's a big word that I like to follow. Perseverance, man. Perseverance. Gotta keep going.
See how you do?
I see how you do.
Gotta keep going.
It's coming out. What are some pros of trucking? Positive side.
I would say just learning how to go through adversity and learning how to really manage somebody, because that's one of the things that really hit me when doing the trucking. Is I remember one time one of the guys wanted an advance on his check because his daughter needed to do something, and then that's when it hits you. Because like before it was like, hey, just me and my friends running the company. Hey, we got a driver, we got a truck. The driver's driving, everything's good to go. And then you forget that, hey, it's a human being behind the wheel. And he has not just him, he has a wife, he has a daughter. His daughter's in school. So if I get tired one day and I don't answer a phone call, or I don't have this ready for him, it affects him, it affects his paycheck. And next thing you know, he's telling you about his daughter. So it's like, oh wow, I really gotta tap in. I really gotta do what I'm supposed to do. Or it's not just affecting me and my family, it's affecting his family as well, which is something that really like bring you to the point like, okay, this is serious. This is not a joke. But I feel like just having that understanding made me a lot more mature, definitely for sure, and made me understand what these billionaires and millionaires really go through and what it took for them to get to that level. So when you say, hey, I want to be a millionaire, think about like, whoa, like, oof. Now I think about it, if I say I want to be a millionaire, I don't say like, I don't just throw it out there no more. Like I know that's probably 500 families I got to look after now. So it's a lot different from 2 years ago. I say, hey, I want to be a millionaire. Dude, might want to take your time with that, because that's probably like 2,000 daughters, 2,000 sons, 2,000 wives you got to think about when you at that millionaire level, at that billionaire level. So I'm just more mature in that aspect when it comes to that stuff.
That's a great point to bring up, because a lot of people don't think about that.
You say you want to be a millionaire. I'll be a millionaire one day. I'm like, ooh, I might be cool with 1,000 there right now.
1,000 there. How long are your routes usually? Do you do like overnight routes, or are they pretty much day routes?
So ideally you want to do from Monday to Friday. You want to have a driver go out on a Monday and come back on a Friday. But that's just us saying, hey man, we got to make a lot of money this week. Let's have him go out Monday to Friday. But he got a daughter, he got a wife, he got a son. Even though we want more money, we still got to think about what he wants. So
it all just depends.
Yeah, it definitely
on the situation.
Do they usually do routes on the weekends?
No.
No weekend routes?
Nope.
Okay.
A lot of the shippers are closed after a certain time on Fridays. They don't open up to like 5 o'clock in the morning on Mondays.
Okay. What inspired you into the trucking industry?
It was when my son was born. I knew I needed more to provide a better life for him than what I had growing up. I needed more than the Army. So that what really got me into broadening out. Even if it wasn't just trucking, like even if it was just a random business, I would have did it. So that would inspire me.
Okay. What about you?
Knowing, I always felt like I wanted to do something. I might not have known what it was, but what made me feel okay to do it is going through stuff with them knowing that, hey, in a month from now we could be dead broke. But are you still gonna find a way to scrap up $20 for, you know, a couple gallons of gas? And knowing that I had support with not just him, Red, and then Ishmael, you know, that kind of made me feel okay to do it, and made me feel like, hey, if I do it and it don't work, then all I got is lessons. You know, it's not an L. I didn't lose nothing. I just learned something. So.
And how did the four of you get together with this?
Ishmael's my brother, like blood brother. So I grew up with him. Red, I met him same way he met me. Showed up to the unit. Wasn't too many people. It was like, yeah, this is the guy I hang out with. He really don't get in no trouble. So that's how I met Red.
Okay, you just collaborated and came together.
Yeah.
And it's working.
Yeah, for a long time too.
That's good. When you have your routes and you have obstacles that come in place, let's just say a truck breaks down. So now your time is delayed. What is the impact that you get?
It just depends. It just depends on the relationship we have with that with that person. They might take 200. They might just be like, oh, okay, no, you're good. Like, we know stuff happens. Just get here when you can. It just all depends on who we're shipping it to. So. Okay.
And what is the biggest impact that you had before?
Well, so we had the dually, our first dually we had, right? I think it was just some regular maintenance. We took it in, and it happened to be in Alabama, right? We have a lot of issues with Alabama. We only go to that state no more just because of all the issues that come from it. But our dually initially had some regular maintenance problem they had, and we took it to a shop, and they fixed it. And then when it got down the road, there was another issue popped up. The issue ended up being that the fuel pump was flooded, and we got it. We was in Alabama again, got it fixed. They said they fixed it, kept going on the road. You know, a week later, same issue popped up. The fuel filters clogged. So each time we stop, it's like $1,500 just to get a new fuel pump, get it all cleaned out, get everything back running. So we did it again. And then next thing you know, not even 20 minutes from leaving the shop, it breaks down again. So it's like, okay, we done lost like $6,000 here. Let's just stop and figure this out. So we end up stopping the truck, driving out, and I spent all day looking at that truck. I'm not a mechanic now, but I got common sense. I know what stuff's supposed to look like. And then I'm just going through it. Everything looks normal. You know, I'm YouTube University. I'm deep in YouTube. I got my master's degree in YouTube University. So I'm going through everything in the truck, and I forgot what I was doing. I was checking. So on a dually truck, if you wanted to go the same miles as a what do you call it, a tractor trailer, you have to add an auxiliary tank on it. And I was checking the auxiliary tank, the tubes that run into the main tank, and I noticed that I seen like some brown residue on the outside of the fuel tank. And I was like, what is this? So I just scratched it off, went to Lowe's, I bought some tools, took the whole thing apart, and I kept seeing it. And the next thing you know, I ended up taking the whole auxiliary tank off. It was getting dark, and the next thing you know, I found a whole shop towel in our tank. So we had lost I would say we lost 6,000, but we could have, during the time that we could have been running, we probably lost another 10.
Wow.
So you think about all that time and effort we put in to find out that somebody had put your hands get dirty, a shop towel, like not the cheap ones, but the ones that's durable. And they had put it in the tank, and it clogged out. We probably bought 3 fuel pumps, all fuel injectors, and all types of stuff, just to figure out that somebody had put a shop tank in there. And it talking about a setback, you know. But after that at that point we know everything that could possibly go wrong. So it's like, you know, it's a curse and a blessing.
Right. It's a lesson.
Yes, a lesson.
Yeah, it's a lesson. What inspired you into music?
Music.
I think it was who was? I would say Red. I would say Red was really the first.
Red, yeah.
Yeah.
Our friend Qmp Keys.
Yes.
He never wrote music before, but he could sing.
Yes.
Like he'll just walk around the bed. I mean, you'll get annoyed by it, honestly. Now that I think about it, you get annoyed by it. Like he'll just be walking around the bed, just singing and stuff. I was just like one day, like, why don't you write music? You know, I mean, we be in here freestyling and all that stuff. Like, why not just go at it, try it? Like, it's our money that we're putting into it. Why not? Who's gonna tell us different? And ever since then, we've been going up. Music videos, dropping tape after tape, singles after singles. So, I mean, that would inspire me.
Okay, and how do you promote your music?
That's a good point.
That is a very good
We
point.
wasn't for a very long time. I don't know. You know, people have different problems with putting a face to your music. So it's one thing to record a song in my closet, just me, and I send it to him. He listens to it, but I know him. So it was putting songs out there and just putting them out there and not having no feedback from it. So I got, you get comfortable with that. And when it comes to, hey, I need to promote this, like, oh, snap, I gotta record a video with my face on it and then say, hey, go listen to my song. So for a long time, I feel like for me, that was my issue, putting my face, and I still struggle with it right now. I ain't gonna lie. Like pulling out my phone saying, hey, go listen to my song, it's out right now. Like, I don't know, I just wasn't, I guess, brought up with a cell phone, so it's still new to me, even though it seems like something that everybody does and it should be normal now. It's not normal to me. But quite recently, we still, like I said, I'm still having problems with that part. But we have started with the like the background promotion, and we just started seeing a return for stuff like that. So I believe that's kind of gonna be a route, and I'm gonna slowly work into the face to the music. But Qmp Keys, he does an excellent job with it. I'm trying to look at his videos. I got copy him and try to do something like that, but it's like, I don't know. It's just, I wasn't raised with a phone, so I guess it's just, I don't know. I was outside in the woods or something.
Okay. What about, do you have a stage name? Or do you just
My name is Actual. So I call myself Actual. Yep.
What about you?
Mine is Mo. But I think I'm gonna get away from the it's and just go with Mo. It's been a long time coming. I need to go ahead and drop the it's. So I'm gonna go by it's Mo.
We get it first.
You're hearing it now.
Get it?
It's just Mo.
Say it again for him.
It's just Mo.
Okay.
That's a good one. It's just Mo.
Perfect. Where can we find your music?
Everywhere.
Yep.
Pull out your phone, any music streaming platforms you can think of. Go get it. Type in Qmp.
Yep.
You'll find us.
Except for SoundCloud and stuff.
Not on SoundCloud.
No. Got it.
Soon though. Soon we'll be on SoundCloud.
How often do you go to the studio to record?
Me? Like I said, I move around a lot. So it takes me a minute to find a studio that's actually worth spending my money on and going to, because a lot of people out here, I don't like, or we don't work well together. So it takes me a while. But I just found one in Kentucky that's really good. So I'm gonna start going to him every week. Every week, going there and record some stuff. Definitely before I leave, so I can drop multiple tapes.
Okay.
Before I leave.
What about you?
So originally it was just going to the studio with them, and then I had to do a change because being in the Army, I wasn't able to dedicate that much time to get in my car, drive somewhere, record, come back. So I had to just put it, my mic, go buy a mic, go buy the software, learn how to use the software, and then record it on my own and just send the vocals to an engineer or whoever's gonna be mixing it. And if he sends me a track with the open verse, I record it, send just my vocals with him, and then they'll mix it and put it on the song.
Wow, technology.
Yeah.
Wow.
Crazy how it works.
Right.
Crazy how technology works.
Is there anyone that you've collaborated with other than the four of you in It's four of you in the group, right?
Yeah, it is four. It is
Okay,
four.
so have you collaborated with anyone else?
Oh yeah, we collab with Don Tripp.
Yeah.
That was probably our biggest one that we had. A lot of local artists that I've just run into. Like me, I'm ready to work on it with anybody.
Okay.
With anybody. Send me an open verse, you'll have that verse back in, like if I really like it, you'll have it back in 30 minutes.
So when I send you mine tonight, you gonna be ready?
I have it, but
I stay ready.
I'm telling you, I will have that verse back quick. I like finding underground artists. Like music to me, like I hate when people be like, "Oh no, you shouldn't be making music." Who are you to say that you don't like my music? I don't like a lot of people out here, but they're making money off of it. And why is that any of your business? Your money's not going toward my studio time, my videos, my nothing. So why are you even giving me feedback if you don't like it? I mean, I'm not gonna curse, but if you don't like it, you know what you
Keep it real.
Oh. If you don't like it, then fuck you. I mean, obviously that's how it is. Cause you're not at the end of the day. At the end of the day, not paying them my bills. All my bills are getting paid. Son taken care of. Why not? I'm gonna go on the weekend and make some music. Why not? And nobody has never answered that question to me yet. Why not?
Why not?
So
when I send you mine, track
anybody, if anybody,
telling you.
anybody, somebody, a dude hit me up from Italy and he sent me over a track. Man, I didn't even know him. I was like, yo, I'm gonna have this track ready for you. Give me like 2 days, cause this was when I was in Kuwait and I was working hard. I was like, give me 2 days. I had this track over to you, and
you did.
I sent it back.
Mission
Anybody send me, bro.
You don't charge?
I don't charge.
What do you do to get yourself in that mode?
It depends on the type of track that they send over.
Okay.
It depends on type of.
See, my beat, I need that beat.
Yeah, it depends. I can rap on anything, but you know, my main, like if you listen to my music, my main cup of tea is like I don't want to say like sad stuff, but like more like emotional stuff.
Yeah, there you go.
So I mean, it just depends on what type of beat you send over. Like if it's more uppity, I'll probably listen to it in the gym while I'm working out. But if it's like more like sad stuff, I probably just sit in my room or like and I get a pen and pad. Like usually I take notes on my phone with verses, but if it's like some sad stuff, like I'm really getting deep, I get a pen and pad and go off that. So I mean, it just depends on what type of verse gets sent.
Okay, all right. Would you like to add anything to that?
Type of music. I do more of I would say hype music. I do like the dance music. It's not particularly something I thought I would be interested in, but I guess it just kind of gravitated towards me and I didn't reject it. So it's a little, it's not something you expect from me, but I like it. I like recording that type of music. And there's, in every genre, there's a crowd. So even though it might not be rap or R&B, it's still a crowd out there, and I'm good at it, so that's what I like doing.
Okay. And have you performed before?
Yeah, actually, just yesterday.
Yeah.
Yesterday,
yeah, in North Carolina, me and Qmp we went out there and performed at this show. Yeah. So yeah, just yesterday.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
How does it make you feel before performance? Do you get nervous?
See, honestly, you're gonna watch this video, Keys, but he told me like 10 minutes before we had to go on stage. So I'm just coming there to show support. But then he was like, oh, yo, your vocals ready? I was like, what you mean? He was like, yeah, we performing this song that we just dropped. I'm like, what are you talking about? So, I mean, we got up there, we rocked the stage, and did our thing. Honestly, the lights was too bright. I ain't never been in a crowd like that with the light like all up in my face. So, yeah, that was kind of like, just like bright. And then, yeah, the music was, it was just, but it was a good show though.
How did you feel after?
After?
You felt good about it?
I did. I loved it. I love the crowd. Shout out to the crowd, Roxborough, North Carolina. Yeah, I love the crowd. I loved it.
Okay, what about you?
Me, before, I'm not too nervous. I feel like I can't be too nervous. I feel like since I'm more of a high tone music, I feel like I gotta go in there straight in, attack, so that way it opens up and it's not you don't start out low. You start out high, and then you can work through it. So moves on to the next person, moves on to the next person, and then afterwards, like I feel like I be running a 2-mile run. Like it is not. It's like, I almost threw up one time. Like
what? How did that happen?
I was a little. It was my first time, so I was maybe a little too. I was doing a little too much, and my throat got dry. I couldn't breathe. My throat got too dry. I couldn't breathe for a second, and it kind of shocked me. And then everything, I kind of got out of the moment. I was like, oh shit, I gotta get I had tried to swallow some of my spit to get my.
Oh my goodness.
My throat was so dry. Like, I tried to do something. I was on stage, so everybody was looking at me, but I was like, nah, I'm not finna throw up right here, right now. Not finna happen. But
You just swallowed your spit.
yeah, I was like, hey, something. But next time, bring some water, have it on the side. When somebody else rapping, sneak over, take a sip, get back in it. But I'm gonna be ready next time. Yeah.
You're gonna be ready.
Yeah.
Well, how did you feel after?
After, it's cool because usually, you know, you go to, I think like we went to like a back room where everybody who had just performed was over there, and then you kind of, not intimate, you kind of get into a space where, hey, you were just uncomfortable, I was just uncomfortable, now it's all over, now let's talk about it. So, and then that's really the cool part when you're around all the other artists who just performed and you guys are talking and people are like, hey man, I like how you did that, we should work sometime. Hey, here's my Instagram, let me get your Instagram. And then you just build connections off of that. Just like networking, boom.
Networking.
Yep,
I love it.
Yeah.
Is there anyone that you would like to collab with that you haven't?
Like mainstream or just like
Anybody?
anybody? It's a few people from my city. My boy, The Real League, get at me. I be in the city. Get at me, The Real League. But like as mainstream people, I like my stuff like singing, so definitely Rod Wave. If I could get into something with some Rod Wave, that would be crazy. Don Tripp, for sure. Starlito, like these are people that I grew up listening to. Singers, Kalani, SZA.
Wait, what? You said Kalani, it was different.
Yeah, that's my crush. Her and her and Zendaya.
He was calling names. Kalani. No.
Nah, it's the tattoos. It's the tattoos. I love a girl with some tattoos.
Okay.
Yeah,
What else
so-
do you like about her? Tattoos?
She can sing.
And she can.
She can definitely sing. It's a tattoo and she's gorgeous. I just don't know what it is. The way she carry herself. I don't know her personally. Coco Jones is another
I love her.
Coco Jones.
Oh, her latest song, one of my favorites right
Man, that ICU.
Yes.
But really, people wasn't messing with her when she was on Let It Shine on Disney Channel. I was. It was a while ago. I think I was in like middle school. She was on Let It Shine on Disney Channel when they had the battle rap at the end.
I don't think I saw it.
You gotta
Maybe
watch
my
it.
kids
Yeah.
wasn't watching.
But I was a Coco Jones fan back then, and then she started to get on Bel Air, and then that ICU came out, and she just.
Oh
she,
yes,
yeah.
yes.
Yeah.
I love her. Well, from what I can see so far, her personality, her voice, everything is just nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. But other than that, that's it. Zendaya.
Okay.
Zendaya
I'm gonna
is
leave you alone.
What you got?
What about you?
When it comes to singer, my favorite singer, Adele.
Okay.
I don't know how she do it, man. I don't know
Adele is great.
what she got going on.
Adele is
But
great
she,
singer.
man, I don't know. She don't really collab with people, but I might be the first one.
Never
Give me a
know.
couple years, you know. I might catch on the sly. But rappers wise, Kodak Black, you know. I think he's the best one. He's been out here for a while. He's been on a lot of different songs, a lot of different genres. I think he's definitely most underrated. Just because the way he's flowing on different songs, and it don't matter who he with, he'll get on. He can get on something with Jay-Z, but then he can get on something with 21 Savage, and you don't see a lot of that. But that's who I would collab with. And then who else would I collab with? Honcho.
No.
I've been listening to a lot of Honcho these days, so He up and coming. Dale, Kodak, and who else do I been listening to a lot? I've been listening to a lot of ESTG, but I don't think me and him could work. I just like listening to him to get into a certain mood. But Polo G, I like Polo G too. Like his melodies, I like everything he say got a meaning. So I really mess with. I need to try to strive towards getting better writtens that way. So I like Polo G would be another one.
Okay. Who's your favorite artist right now?
Favorite artist right now, Rod Wave.
Rod Wave. What
Rod
about
Wave.
you?
Right now, at this moment, ESTG. Right now.
Okay. Is there anything else you would like to share about your music?
Streaming on all platforms. Ismo, What a Time to Be Alive. Just dropped like 2 months ago. Go grab that. Videos coming soon.
Very soon. Subscribe on YouTube. We're trying to get to the YouTube monetized this month. So go on there. Go to Qmp the label on YouTube and hit the subscribe button. Yes.
You got it. Show them some support and subscribe to their channel. Definitely. I love to promote networking.
Yes.
I don't feel like enough people network. Sometimes they have other motives, not wanting to see other people succeed.
Definitely. I ain't gonna go into it. I'm gonna go out. Definitely.
So beneficial.
Definitely, and I see it a lot in our community, the black community. I don't understand what it is, but a repost completely free. People will go out, and I see a lot, even with the people that I'm friends with. I see it so many times. You will go out and buy a shirt from somebody that you've never met in your entire life. He don't know that you exist. But we got merch, QmpApparel.com. We got merch. We got merch, but you're not going to sit there and buy merch. You're not going to repost our stuff. You're not going to, but you'll go out and buy a $150 ticket, $200 ticket to go see this dude perform. You're sitting in the top row. He don't even know you're there. But you won't even repost our music. A repost, I don't get it. Me personally, I don't get it.
Hurt.
But I mean, it's crazy because we can do so much at the black community. We can do so much, and people know that. People know that we can do, like, if we come together and put our mind towards something, we can really do damage. But I don't know what it is. I think it's this generation, but I'm a part of this generation, and I don't have that mindset. But I don't know. I don't know what it is. But that's my little rant about it.
It is a mindset, and like you said, people don't realize when you network, look at the levels of success.
That's what I'm saying.
You have. And guess what? Everybody wins.
Everybody wins.
We didn't network and you just won. We all win.
I don't get it. But people, I don't know. If we can all get in that mindset where it's just like, let's just help each other win. We all are going to win. It's all going to be a better situation for all of us. Because yes, I can post my stuff on Instagram. He reposted, this dude reposted. But if you repost it, you got a whole nother plethora of people. We're not from the same city. You got a whole nother plethora of people that's looking at that stuff. You can have this person or this person that know that person, and now they're calling me and be like, yo, we want to sign you. That just changed.
It just takes that one
person. That one person that's all it takes. That's all it takes. And people don't understand that, and I don't understand why people don't understand that.
It takes that one person or one situation. Just continue to be consistent.
Yes.
Continue to do what you do. Continue to be dedicated to what you do.
Yes.
And when that one chance comes,
You
you'll be
cannot
ready.
miss it.
And my motto is stay ready. You don't have to get ready.
Yeah.
Because you never know who's watching you. They didn't click like, but they watched you.
They
Monday,
watched it.
Tuesday,
They
Wednesday,
seen it.
Thursday,
They
Friday.
seen it though. They seen it. They seen it.
That's crazy.
So just continue to be consistent. Now, I noticed earlier you mentioned about deployment coming up for the both of you. How long will you be gone?
I'm only going to be gone for 6 months, so I'll be back next June.
Okay, what
I'm
about
gonna
you?
do a year out there.
For a year?
Yeah.
And how much of advance notice did you get about deployment?
Straight.
Me, I've known this since What month are we in? August? Probably June. Yeah, June. I was gonna go out there.
Okay. Was it hard telling your family, or they pretty much used to this?
They use the way I be overseas. They used to it by now.
Okay.
So.
What about for you?
So because of the job I have, it's not a lot of people, so the placement is kind of once it's vacant, it's in demand. So I literally learned about it maybe 2 days ago, and then now I got to make a decision. Hey, am I going to leave for a year, or what am I going to do? But I know if I leave, it's going to set me up for the outside. And if I do this last little year, when I get out, I don't need to do, that's it. I'm 100%, nothing follows. Like, I'm good to go after I do this year. Yeah.
Okay. Tell me about your childhood. Did you grow up with siblings?
Me, yeah, it was 5 of us. Me, I'm the second youngest. I got a younger brother, older brother, and 2 older sisters.
What about you?
I'm the oldest of 4. I have 3 younger sisters.
Okay. And do you want more children?
Me, no.
No?
One and done. I can answer that question real quick. I don't have to think about it.
Yes.
One and done.
Okay.
One and done.
All right. What about you?
Vasectomy appointment September 6th. So
Crazy.
you got me? All right, let's go ahead and end that one right now. Vasectomy appointment September 6th. All right.
Let's talk about your relationship status. Are you single, married?
I am married to a wonderful, wonderful wife, Brianna. Yep.
How long have you been married to Brianna?
32 years, tight shit. 32 years.
It has not been 36.
No, we've been together since 2019.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Brianna. What about you?
So I have my son. I don't know how to.
I have my
Okay, yeah.
You single or not? Or I'm in a situation.
Okay. I'm in a situationship right now. Situationships. No, you got to cut that one.
You did that. I don't know why.
I did that. Yeah, I'm in a situationship right now, and I'm just gonna leave it at that. I'm just gonna leave it at that. Yeah.
What do you like to do to relax?
Get on the game with these guys right here.
Xbox, PlayStation.
PlayStation. If you got an Xbox, you're crazy. I don't know what he's on. He's crazy. Xbox, nah. We be lagging. He be getting kicked from the game. You got an Xbox, I don't know what you own. But yeah, I probably have a drink or two. Play the game. That's pretty much it. I don't have my son anymore, so. Oh, and I like to bowl.
Okay.
I do like to bowl. Any sports that come around, like intramural sports that we play on post, I like to get into. Don't matter what it is, soccer, volleyball. I just need something to do. So that's what I do in my off time to relax.
What's your go-to drink? And I'm gonna come to you. What's your go-to drink?
After a long day, I do like myself a cold beer. Yeah, I usually go with Corona. If it's been a long day, I'm gonna go with a Bud Light Platinum.
Okay.
Depending on how long the day had been.
Okay.
If it was a really, really long day, that's when we're going to like the tequila. I'm a big tequila drinker, so.
Okay. And what about you? What do you like to do to relax and have fun?
Play Call of Duty. We be on Call of Duty a lot. And then my son be there. He be watching me, so it's always a vibe with him. And my daughter walks in, so we definitely have a good time as a family. And it's not just me focused on the game, it's getting him incorporated, getting her incorporated too. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
What's your biggest fear?
Biggest fear?
Oof.
Man, that's a good question. I say in my music, if you ever listen to it, I say a bunch of my biggest fears. But I really think my biggest fear is end up dying alone. Yeah.
That's deep.
Yeah. So I think that's my actual biggest fear.
And when you say dying alone, do you mean without a significant other?
Yeah. So, 'cause I tend to push people away. That's just who I am. That's just how I was raised. I wouldn't say how I was raised. That's how I was molded into be. Don't show your weakness type thing. So I end up
pushing
people away.
When you feel like it's getting serious.
If you feel like it's getting serious, I'm gonna go ahead and mess up on purpose. So yeah, my biggest fear.
You gotta let go of that.
I do.
But there is somebody that's made for you, and you don't want to miss that blessing, because when they become a part of your life, it's just gonna, like we talked about networking, it's gonna take you to another level of feeling that you never experienced before. Baked to your potato. I'm serious. It's amazing. He's married. It's a different type of situation. And I understand you got a barrier up, and I'm pretty sure there's a reason why you have that barrier up. I'm not a relationship expert by far. But I know you have a barrier up, but you gotta let go. You don't want to miss that. You don't, because you deserve it. Look at all the things you have accomplished so far.
It's been a lot.
You've been an excellent father to your 2-year-old son, and whoever this woman is, when she come into your life, she's only going to add to you, not take away from you. So just keep that in mind. Don't be afraid.
Thank you.
Let that guard down and let her in. And when you get in, you might not talk to him for a couple of weeks. But you know why. Okay, what about you? What is your biggest fear?
My biggest fear is my kids not being able to do something because of me. So if you want to go to astronaut camp or in 11th grade, and I can't say, "Oh, we'll get it next summer." No, that'd be my biggest fear. Not, daughter want to go to ballerina? We gotta go next summer. No, that'd be my biggest fear. So that's why right now I feel like I'm okay to go off for a year, make that sacrifice, because I know when I get back, they're not even gonna remember none of this going on right now. Once we get to that 7, 8, okay, now that's when I need to be set, so that way the only thing they're ever gonna know is, oh, I was able to do this summer. I was able to do this summer, and then I guess that'd be my biggest fear.
Okay, I got you thinking, don't I?
You do, yeah.
I can see it in your face.
You do.
Okay. Is there anything else you guys want to share? No?
That was pretty much it.
Well, I am
excellent.
so... Go ahead.
I said that was excellent. I had fun.
You had fun? I was going to ask you, how did you enjoy it?
Good time.
I am so proud of the both of you. Look at all you have accomplished. You have 3 children, a wife, Brianna.
Yeah. I like these.
You have a 2-year-old. You guys are business owners, musicians. Look at it. Add to the resume. Come on, tell me some more. Military.
Military. Yeah, I said great father. Handsome. Look at me.
I didn't say that.
I've added that. Handsome guy. It's my dating resume.
So,
6'5".
if you're interested in him, please contact him.
Yeah.
Tell him your name.
My name's Mohammad. You can find me on all social platforms. Qmp Mo. About 6'2". You probably can't tell because it's camera angle. I'm 6'2", handsome. I take care of business. So just let me know. Let me know. Ready to go.
Ready for love.
Wait, no.
He's
Take
open. He's open for love. Okay.
Oh, man.
All right, and tell everybody how they can find you.
Instagram, Qmp Actual. That's my Instagram handle. Or you can go to Qmp the label on Instagram and also DM there. I do monitor those. If you send me a message, please give me some time to find it. We got a lot of stuff going on.
Please. Please.
Preferably call. I answer all my calls, but I do have a lot of spam calls, so I do usually call back or answer all my calls.
Okay, thank you. Thank you. Again, thank you for being on the show. It has definitely been a day.
Yeah. That was a good one.
I really enjoyed you. How did you guys enjoy it today?
Oh, I enjoyed it.
I loved it.
I loved it.
Okay, good.
The space is good. The space.
Thank you.
Space is open.
This is nice.
Thank you. All right, guys. Well, I hope that today's episode was beneficial for you, provided you with some sort of inspiration and motivation, and inspired you in some kind of way. If you would like to be a guest on Talk for 30, contact me, and you can have a seat with me, and we can talk for 30. Remember, if you have a dream, only you can make it your reality. Thank you for joining us. Peace.
Let's talk for 30. Where you at on your journey? Tell me what you learning. What's your line of business? How you make your earnings? Do you give back to your city or educate the ones that listen? Time to show them how to get it. Give the people what they missing. Let's talk for 30. 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 Drina. Let's talk for 30. Where you at on your journey? Tell me what you learning. What's your